Good afternoon, Davis, California. You're listening to 90.3 FM, KDVS. Hello, this is me, DJ Zenyatta. Today I am subbing in for the show Coast to Coast. I think usually it's a PA show, but today we're going to have a short little half-hour music show. And we're just going to jump right into things. We're going to kick things off with The Current. This is going to be Pearl by Walt Disco. Thank you so much for tuning in.
We drove out to the pearly glades, the only place we can be sometimes. You always make it worth the wait. We're face to face with your hand in mine. Some things you know, but often find it better not to ask. Try to let go and pray to God. Long to pass. I know I'm gonna end up living on my own down by the side, holding back to no one for the long ride, knowing I'll be waiting for a long, long time. You make it easier, relieve the urge to be in my cage.
I get up and nothing gets me down. Well, you've got it tough. I've seen the toughest soul around, and I know, baby, just how you feel. You got to roll with the punches just to get to what's real. I can't just see me standing here. I've got my back against the record machine. I ain't the worst that you've seen. Don't you know what I mean? You might as well jump. Well, you might as well jump. Go ahead. How old are you? Who said that? Baby, how have you been? You say you don't know until you begin. But can't you see me standing here? I've got my back against the record machine. I ain't the worst that you've seen. Don't you know what I mean?
las que dejan su silencio, noches llenas de calor, oro en tus manos, temblor en la voz, nena, temblor en la voz, ruidos ahogando el deseo, niebla que oculta el dolor, rosas en agua sedientas de sol, nena, sedientas de sol. Hojas olvidadas por el viento, marcas profundas de amor, gotas de lluvia, amargo sabor, nena, amargo sabor, sombra que busca el sendero, luz que ilumina la flor, lento es el tiempo entre tú y yo, nena, entre tú y yo.
I guess I kinda sorta know I ought to be thinking of you, but a friendship's built on trust, and that's something you never do. Well, who knows, maybe tomorrow we can share each other's sorrow and compare our graveside manner as we wave our lonely banners. If you ever think of me, I'll be thinking of you. If you decide to change your view, I'm thinking of you. You can walk away from loneliness anytime you choose. And you're the sort of person that hasn't anything to lose. But who cares, maybe tomorrow you could lead and I could follow. So walk where angels fear to tread, for everything you've ever wanted. And if you ever think of me, I'll be thinking of you. If you can spare an hour or two, you'll know what to do. I could be the one thing there in your hour of need. So if you decide to change your views, I'm thinking of you. Let's roll the dice in a fool's paradise. Share moonlit nights, breathing nothing but lies. Let's open our eyes. We should take a bus to somewhere else, to something new. Thank God we're alive and bite off more than we can chew. Do the things that just don't matter, laugh while others look in anger, stumble over four-leaf clovers and say goodbye to lonely banners. If you ever think of me, I'll be thinking of you. Through thick and thin, I bear it and grin and never give in. I could be the one thing left
for a change. See, the luck I've had can make a good man turn bad. So please, 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 let me get what I want this time. Haven't had a dream in a long time. See, the life I've had can make a good man bad. So for once in my life, let me get what I want. Lord knows it would be the first time. Lord knows it would be the first time.
Welcome back. You are tuned in to KDVS Davis, 90.3 FM. Today I am subbing in for the show Coast to Coast. This is DJ Zenyatta here. The song that you just heard right now was Please, 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 Let Me Get What I Want by The Smiths from their 1984 compilation album, Hatful of Hollow. Just before that, we heard Thinking of You by The Colorfield from their 1985 album, Virgins and Philistines. Just before that was one of my favorite Spanish bands. That was Duncan Du, performing their song Rosas en Agua from their 1989 album, Autobiografia. And I love playing Spanish rock on my shows. I always try to incorporate at least like one Spanish song in my show. My real show is Panic on the Streets of London. I'll be returning to that in the fall. And I think these guys are probably my number 2 favorite Spanish rock band. Stay tuned in the fall to find out who my other favorites are, if you'd like. Just before that, we heard a cover. That was Aztec Camera performing a cover of Van Halen's Jump. This was the B-side to their All I Need Is Everything 12-inch single, which was released in 1984. Aztec Camera. That's another band I just adore, and I actually didn't know about this cover till a couple weeks ago, so I was very happy to find out that we had it here at the station. I think it's very cool. And kicking off today's short program was Pearl by Walt Disco from their new album, The Warping. It was just released like a month or two ago, and I chose this song because, one, it's good. I like it. It's a cool band. I'm very happy to have found them. And two, if you'd like to hear more of them, Walt Disco are going to be the opening band for OMD when they come to Oakland in September. So if you'd like, you can check them out. I know I'll be there. I love OMD, and I'm really liking Walt Disco. Okay, so in case you haven't noticed, today's show I'm picking very quick, short songs, trying to pack in as many songs as I can. Means I'm running around trying to as soon as I get one record queued, the other record, like, oh no, I gotta switch it, song's already over. But we're gonna jump into some other songs. Surprise, surprise, I love the Smiths, so we're gonna do another one. We're gonna do Girlfriend in a Coma. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy.
Girlfriend in a coma, I know, it's serious. Girlfriend in a coma, I know, it's really serious. There were times when I could
God. I want to see my family, my wife and child waiting for me. Got to go home, I've been so alone, you see. You just can't believe the joy I did receive when I finally got my leave and I was going home. Oh, I flew through the sky, my convictions could not lie. For my country I would die, and I will see it soon. I want to see my family, my wife and child waiting for me. Got to go home, I've been so alone, you see. When I walked through the door, my wife, she lay upon the floor, and with tears her eyes were sore, I did not know why. Then I looked into her hand, and I saw the telegram. Said that I was a brave, brave man, but that I was dead. I want to see my family, my wife and child waiting for me. I've got to go home, I've been so alone, you see. I want to see my family, my wife and child waiting for me. I've got to go home, I've been so alone, you see. I want to see my family, my wife and child waiting for me. I've got to go home, I've been so alone, you see.
She wanted to test her husband. She knew exactly what to do. A pseudonym to fool him. She couldn't have made a worse move. She sent him scented letters, and he received them with a strange delight. Just like his wife, but how she was before the tears. And how she was before the years flew by. And how she was when she was beautiful. She sang the letter. Oh, yes. Babushka, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, yes. Babushka, 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 yeah, yeah. She wanted to take it further. life when she was beautiful. Shouted out, I'm all yours. Babushka, 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 yeah, yeah. All yours. Babushka, 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 yeah, yeah. All yours. Babushka, 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 yeah, yeah. Babushka, 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 yeah, yeah. Babushka, 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 yeah, yeah. Babushka, 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 yeah,
Welcome back. You are tuned in to KDVS 90.3 FM Davis. The song that you just heard right now was Babushka by Kate Bush. I'm playing this station copy today. It's a compilation album called Kate Bush that was released in 1983. But the song itself was first released in 1980. Just before that, we played another one of my favorite bands. That was New Order, performing Love Vigilantes from their 1985 album Low Life. That's my favorite New Order album, by the way. And just before that, we heard a song by the Smiths, my number one band. No surprise there. That was Girlfriend in a Coma from their 1987 album Strange Ways, Here We Come. And my time here is almost done. What's going to happen is I'm going to play one last song, and then we're going to switch it over to the next show. There's some exciting stuff ahead, so stay tuned if you like. This last song that I'm going to play is what I consider the cutest Depeche Mode song. It's going to be What's Your Name from their debut album, Speak and Spell, released in 1981. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I, DJ Zenyatta, will be back in the fall. Looking forward to that, and here we go.